I don't know if it's a complaint that she's making or a statement that she's making, but if it's a complaint, we just go, okay, enough.
Angel Reese decided to stop Caitlin Clark's Europe contract, accusing her of being money-minded and greedy seriously. This girl has set a new record for jealousy and playing dirty politics all season long. She's been on this personal mission to pull Caitlin down, whether it's trash talking, which is basically her brand at this point, or playing the race card claiming Caitlin gets attention only because of her skin color. Oh, and let's not forget the physical assaults. I mean, if basketball had a WW division, Angel would be in the Hall of Fame by now.
Angel Reese has things to say. She says that, and again, she can't decide if she wants to be the villain or not. One day she's the victim. One day she's saying things that make her villainous. She says that she wants to bring trash talk to women's basketball.
But now that Caitlin is out here making moves, packing her bags for Europe to finally get what she deserves, Angel just can't take it and throws out accusations of greed. And you know what's the funniest part? Angel's over here complaining about her own salary and that steep $8,000 rent she's got to cover. The hypocrisy is almost artful at this point.
And pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills.
Let's not pretend Angel's got a halo over her head here. This isn't about Caitlin being greedy. It's jealousy, plain and simple. Caitlin's out there breaking records like she's on a mission, becoming one of the biggest names in women's basketball. Angels all. Oh, Caitlin's just ungrateful for not sticking around with the WNBA. Ungrateful, seriously. Caitlin's the one getting underpaid for shattering records. And Angel's mad because she's looking at Europe for a paycheck that makes sense. Europe values her. They see her worth, and they're ready to pay her accordingly.
Obviously, she's cashing in with endorsements and all of that. But, you know, isn't there an incentive? If you're in the NBA and you've got a guaranteed contract of $5, $10 million, whatever, you don't necessarily have an incentive to go out and make headlines.
Let's not pretend Angel's got a halo over her head here. This isn't about Caitlin being greedy. It's jealousy, plain and simple. Caitlin's out there breaking records like she's on a mission, becoming one of the biggest names in women's basketball. Angels all. Oh, Caitlin's just ungrateful for not sticking around with the WNBA. Ungrateful, seriously. Caitlin's the one getting underpaid for shattering records. And Angel's mad because she's looking at Europe for a paycheck that makes sense. Europe values her. They see her worth, and they're ready to pay her accordingly.
Just some of this other stuff. I don't know if it's a complaint that she's making or a statement that she's making, but if it's a complaint, we just go, okay, enough.
But here's where it gets really juicy. While Angel's out here talking smack, what exactly is she doing? Oh, right. She's busy with modeling gigs and posting Instagram selfies, more concerned about her next fashion deal than basketball. I mean, nothing against that hustle, but you can't be out here accusing Caitlin of chasing money when you're literally making bank off of posing in outfits. But somehow Caitlin, who's all about the game and nothing but the game, is the villain for wanting a better deal. Somebody calls Sherlock Holmes because the double standards here are real mystery.
And from the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season.
Caitlin's just doing what any smart, ambitious athlete would do. She's exploring her options. She's not out here asking for a gold-plated yacht. She's simply trying to get paid for being the absolute star that she is. Europe's like, yeah, come over. We'll treat you right. While the WNBA is acting like they're doing her a favor by giving her a second-hand paycheck. Caitlin's just looking for respect, something the WNBA has clearly failed to give her, because WNBA is more focused to please other Black players who cannot even play. And it's like the WNBA players have chosen to focus on idiots rather than the people of sensibility, who there's far more of that. They could potentially win as fan. Caitlin's a basketball legend in the making. She's earned the right to explore better opportunities. And if that means going to Europe, where they actually appreciate her game, then more power to her. Angel can keep throwing shade from the sidelines, but Caitlin's the one making real moves. Angel's just upset because she knows she can't keep up with the pace Caitlyn is setting, increasing the record-breaking attendance and whatnot in WNBA history. The WNBA has seen record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of the league. Caitlin Clark isn't just your average player chasing a fatter paycheck. No, Caitlin is basically a walking basketball legend in the making, and she's after way more than just cash. She wants something that actually means something, respect, stability, and a career that doesn't fizzle out. Because she's getting breadcrumbs from the WNBA, the league loves to talk a big game about supporting women athletes. But when it comes to Caitlyn, they've been about as supportive as a broken lawn chair, seriously, after single-handedly dragging the league's popularity to new heights. How are you going to blame her for wanting more than the glorified tip jar they're handing her? And even our biggest star in the league, Caitlin Clark, is only making a base salary of around $76,000 or $78,000 for this first season she signed. A 4-year, just over $300,000 rookie salary. So Caitlyn's rookie salary is a little over $300,000 for 4 years. And that's all that she's going to make in the WNBA. Now, I feel like there could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. Let's just look at what Caitlin has pulled off 2024. That was the season people are going to be talking about until the sun burns out. She carried the Iowa Hawkeyes to the NCAA Finals and smashed records on the way there. 191 points in one tournament, the most ever for men or women. And how does the WNBA reward her with a paycheck that couldn't even cover a few months of Angel Reese's rent? Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Angel's out here crying about her $8,000 rent every other day. But when Caitlyn looks for a payday that matches her talent, suddenly she's the greedy one. The hypocrisy is just cooking at this point. But I think Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlin Clark. She thinks she's, the reason why this is all happening here. And here's where Angel Reese's finger pointing really goes off the rails. Caitlyn's not out here chasing dollars for the sake of it, but Angel would have you believe otherwise. Sure, Caitlyn's European contract is probably going to break some WNBA salary records. But that's just because Europe's smart enough to pay her what she's worth. The real reason Caitlyn's eyeing Europe isn't the cash. It's because she's trying to build a legacy, something the WNBA seems totally uninterested in helping her with. Just in her rookie season alone, Caitlyn didn't just sell out arenas, she sold out entire seasons. Cities practically had her name written on billboards. Her jersey, don't even get started. One of the hottest items in the league. Sales of WNBA merchandise are up over 100% versus the same period last year, with fan gear sales over the first half of the season at the highest in league history. Player-specific merchandise, including jerseys and t-shirts, have seen a staggering 1,000% increase in sales. Additionally, sales of league-specific merchandise, like the popular orange WNBA hoodie, are also up 200%. The top-selling WNBA player merch, Caitlin Clark, #1 in jersey, yes. But the WNBA is more focused on running their players into the ground than actually helping them build a future. They expect their best talent to keep grinding through a grueling season without even decent mental health resources. Caitlyn has to juggle playing at the highest level with zero support from the people who are supposed to have her back. So yeah, of course, she's looking for something better.